Hi, this is Abdullah Niazi. I am a full stack developer here at Xgrid, and today I'll be answering your question regarding your new ChatGPT. So let's get started with what exactly is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is, simply put, an AI-based program which allows you to ask almost every and any question, and it can answer these questions based on the data and experiences it has been trained with. So simply put, I like to say that ChatGPT is like your closest friend who has basically memorized every information there is on the internet, and you can get almost every answer out of it when asking, when having a conversation with it. Okay, now we have another question. Can you give us some examples of how ChatGPT has improved efficiency and productivity in various industries, and what kind of metrics have been used to measure this impact? Well, ChatGPT can be used in various industries to enhance the performance, the application, and productivity. ChatGPT can be used in places where you need to opt for customer service, content creation, healthcare assistance, and etc. The metrics to measure the performance of ChatGPT varies based on the basis of the industry it's being used in. They can have generic metrics such as time saving, the cost efficiency, customer satisfaction, and engagement rates. Okay, moving on to the third question. What ethical considerations should be taken into account when integrating AI technologies like ChatGPT in the workplace? ChatGPT is a friendly AI, and it can almost answer every question there is on the internet, and some not even on the internet. With this ability, we must make sure that when implementing ChatGPT into your workplace, you should have some ethical requirements, such as making sure that you train your ChatGPT model with an unbiased data, and you also make sure that you have placed in some security and privacy checks when using ChatGPT with sensitive data. Another ethical consideration should be that instead of getting rid of your employees, we can simply train them, upskill them on using ChatGPT in order to benefit their regular tasks. In that way, we'll have the human element. We have maximized the usage of ChatGPT, and we're not simply relying on a piece of code. Another one should be that we should have clear line of responsibility when implementing ChatGPT, so that we don't end up handling important decisions such as your healthcare-based decision, your financial decision, simply on the details provided to you by ChatGPT. There should be a human element to that and a quality assessment to that. These are just few of the ethical considerations we should be opting when implementing ChatGPT in our workplace. Or, as they say, with great power comes great responsibility. Next question. Can you walk us through a specific scenario where ChatGPT has been successfully integrated into a professional workflow? Well, yes, I can come up with several. Well, for starters, a chatbot called Ask NHS is being used by the NHS, that's the National Health Service in UK. It essentially helps the patients with their medical queries. And we also have ChatGPT being used by NASA, which they're using to analyze a large amount of data that they gain from their space exploration. This data is used to identify patterns and predict the future space exploration movements. We also have Singapore's Ministry of Education, which is using ChatGPT as a bot in their program called Ask and Learn. This chatbot is used to provide personalized learning experience to students. We also have a chatbot being used by the United Nations Development Program, that's the UNDP. It's called Ella. This bot can be used to get details on the available aid, can be used to connect people to the available aid providers, and can also provide information regarding any aid whatsoever. These are just some of the examples that I've stated where ChatGPT has been successfully integrated into a professional workflow. There could be many others. There could be many organizations, many businesses which are using ChatGPT to their benefit. And we hope to see more of these in the coming years. Question number 5. What are some of the limitations of using ChatGPT in a professional workflow, and how can these be overcome? Yes, definitely there are some limitations which should be evaluated prior to integrating ChatGPT into your professional workflow. While ChatGPT can be accurate, it's still not meticulous enough. That means we still have to train it, we have to evaluate it, and we have to make sure that it's being trained with the proper set of data. We need to make sure that we're not training ChatGPT with a biased set of data. Another one is ChatGPT is very great to provide a text-based response based on the context it's been provided with. That means the user has to provide a proper context for a complete understanding. Otherwise, ChatGPT's response might be invalid, inappropriate, or incomplete. To overcome this, it's better that we, for now, provide ChatGPT with the best context, with the most accurate statements, and every parameter that we wish to inquire with in order to get the best response from ChatGPT and the accurate answer according to our custom need. When using ChatGPT, there could be some limitation in terms of dealing with data or handling data, which particularly is sensitive in nature. For dealing with such sensitive data, there should be policies introduced in your environment, in your organization, that should ensure that the data being provided to ChatGPT is dealt with in terms of its privacy and security. Moving on to the next one. Are there any potential drawbacks of using ChatGPT in the workplace? Yes, over the top of my head, I could come up with few. Well, first would be the lack of personalization. When using ChatGPT, it's very good at providing you details which are text-based and based on the context that you have provided. In order to get a more personalized response, we need to add a lot of effort in. We need to provide the accurate context, we need to give the complete picture in the form of text to ChatGPT, and maybe then we'll be able to get the exact same response that we hope. Another one could be the reduced interpersonal communication. If we use ChatGPT more often and we rely on it completely to answer most of or maybe all of our queries, it's highly likely that we would not be turning towards our colleagues or peers. This would mean that there's going to be an increase in the reduction of intercommunication skills. Another one could be the reduction in critical thinking and problem-solving skills. When using ChatGPT for your daily routine tasks, if you have the option to simply write in a command, a text, a statement, that would give you the exact piece of code that you need to get the job done. This would mean we will be spending less time improving our own skills. We would simply be relying on the AI model to get our work done. This would take any opportunity for us to learn and upskill ourselves, and therefore a reduction in problem-solving skills and critical thinking would be observed. Another one is the cost. Cost to integrate ChatGPT in your workflow, in your professional workflow, might not be that cheap, and for smaller businesses, this cost might affect. Moving on to the seventh question. Can ChatGPT replace human workers in certain jobs? I don't think that is going to be happening anytime soon. Yes, ChatGPT would be used more often for a quick and efficient results, but to depend entirely on it would be a huge leap. For instance, if we take the scenario where ChatGPT is being used as a customer service bot, there would still be a demand for a specific scenario where a human element would be required. We can only rely on ChatGPT so much for the textual responses. We would still need a human element to interact with. For instance, let's just take an example of a scenario where ChatGPT is being used as a customer service bot. A user can log in, a user can communicate with ChatGPT and inquire based on their specific needs, but there still would be a scenario where that unique human element would be required. A human intervention would be needed in that particular use case to solve that user's problem. Moving on to the next question. Can you share any insight or predictions about the future of ChatGPT and its impact on the job market and the wider economy? ChatGPT is highly likely to be adopted by almost every organization with the widespread of the internet and the technologies being made available. We can also expect the personalized interaction with ChatGPT with the new ChatGPT 4.0 coming. We don't have a clear release date on that, but we can expect these changes in the next version. ChatGPT is also highly likely to create new fields of jobs within data science, machine learning, and AI development. We can also expect some new social and privacy policies coming up with the usage of ChatGPT becoming common. There's going to be a lot of new policies being integrated in the professional workflows and the professional organizations. With technologies like ChatGPT and other AI models being common these days, there are going to be some new social and privacy challenges, and these issues would require more robust resolutions. Overall, I can say that with confidence that ChatGPT is here to stay and it's going to make a lot of lives easier. Moving on to the next question. Oh, I love this one. If ChatGPT were a person, What kind of job would it want to have in an office environment? I think if ChatGPT was to join an office, it would definitely be a Michael. Always going to be there, always helping others, always guiding others, and never complaining. Alright, so that was it for this segment. Before we conclude this, let's top it off with a general question. Let's ask ChatGPT a riddle. Okay, ChatGPT, could you answer this? Why couldn't the bicycle stand by itself? Well, that's official. ChatGPT can answer anything.